What's up? It's Marty here. It's time for another episode of Cheap, Almost Free Video Game Collecting. So, last time we left off, we were still negative 351 and some change. And hasn't changed much. Take a look. Alright, we got our first pickup for the month, and it's actually pretty sweet. But before we get to that, I do want to say we sold two things. We sold Until Dawn, we got $5 for that, and we sold Nier for the Xbox 360 for $13.95. So there's about, let's see, almost $19 there for us to work with. So keep that in mind. And all of this was under $19. It's like $17.50 something. So yeah, let's just get into it. So first stop, went to my local Goodwill. Go there almost every day. And lately they've been putting all the good stuff in the case, so I think that's good for me because nobody else is finding it, or they're too lazy to go in the case, something like that. Oh, well, I just found out what's wrong with this. So it's not quite as exciting, but how did I not notice that before? Anyways, well, less exciting now that I found out this part is broken. But we got an Xbox 360, or not Xbox 3, Xbox One controller. Other than that, it's in pretty good condition, so that's a little disappointing, but I might be able to fix that. We'll see. But it works, turns on, so, I mean, very least I can trade it into GameStop for not working or whatever, or I can probably sell it for parts and say that, well, this is working, this is the only thing that needs to be changed, and I can sell it on eBay for a profit. I was planning on keeping it, but with that broken, gonna sell it. And that was $5. The better deal was I got two nunchucking controllers. One of them looks like it has a little bit of corrosion in it, but nothing that I can't clean out. Each of these were only $2, so $1 for the controller, $1 for the nunchuck. So that was cool. Got that at the Goodwill that I go to pretty regularly. And then I was like, you know, let's stop at the other Goodwill. I haven't been there for a while. Get over to their games and CDs, and they had a bunch of PS1 games, and I was like, okay, nothing insane, nothing great, but they're all $150 each. So first thing, Hot Wheels. They had a bunch of racing games, and Dukes of Hazzard. They had a bunch of racing games. These were the most unique looking ones. Figured I would pick something up. Otherwise there's like ATV or Snowcross or Polaris, whatever. So the more generic stuff. They literally had the game that's just racing. Like, it's literally just called racing. Let's see. There's like one of these, and it just says racing up there, and that's literally the title of the game. So pretty bare bones. Clearly not going to get that one. Also picked up Speedball 2100. Don't really know anything about this. Looks semi-interesting, and again, $1.50, why not? Not a huge fan of these games. Really haven't played them that much. Blaster Master, Blasting again. So, and the final one, again, a series that I've heard of but haven't played. Colony Wars 3 Red Sun. So, and the discs were all in really good condition, really good shape. So I was impressed by that. And again, all those were $150 each. So those 5 games were a little bit under $8 after tax. So right now I think we're looking at like negative $3.49 or somewhere around there. But we have plenty of stuff to sell. We got somebody might be buying that Game Boy Micro. Somebody was looking for one on Facebook. Going to be eventually selling that 3DS. Should get about $100 for it. Selling the lot of PS4 games. Selling Rayman Legends. I think that's it right now. But we still got plenty of stuff to sell. I'm going to be selling a bunch of this stuff we just picked up. So far so good. And we're back with another update. So first things first, we sold that Wii U console that was still working. We got $37.57 for it, which is almost all that money back just in that system, but that is all extra money, so we've doubled our cash there, so that was awesome. And then we got these pickups here. So first thing, stopped at Pawn Shop. They have 2 for $5 as usual. For whatever reason, I got 2 for $3. So it was like $3.21. First thing I saw was Pokemon Coliseum. It's pretty scratched up, but it works. I'm hoping I can like trade this in for a wired Xbox 360 controller because I need one of those. Otherwise, I should be able to get like $15 for it, I would hope. And then this fishing game, don't know anything about it. GameStop would give me like $3 or something for it, so I picked it up. Might be able to get a little bit more for it than that, but next, so that was $3.25 or $3.21 for just those. Next, Facebook find. These are both for $8 together. Minecraft story mode. This one just kind of came with it. I was able to get the other one cheaper. I should be able to get like $5 for this. And then the one I was looking for, Tornado Outbreak. I think it's worth like $20 or something online. It's pretty uncommon. It's supposed to be a little bit of a hidden gem. I don't really know much about it, but it looks pretty cool. And it's $4. So that was cool. And then finally, the other day while I was at work, I got a text about a VIP club for what's it called? Disc Replay. 40% off Xbox, PS2, and what's it called? PSP games. So I got all of these for like $15.34, I think, 6 games total. So the prices that are on the stickers, 40% off of that. So first one, Celebrity Deathmatch. Don't really know much about it, but I thought it would be kind of cool and funny. So $4, but 40% off. One I've been kind of looking for a while, Amplitude, $6, but 40% off. X-Men Legends, $4, 40% off. X-Men Legends 2, again, but this one was $3. Then Van Helsing, I have this for PS2, and I actually got it at Disc Replay. But I'm assuming the Xbox version is better. So, and from what I've seen, it looks better just because the PS2 is like all foggy and blurry graphics. I really don't like that. So I picked it up because it was, again, $3 and 40% off. And then the last one, which I thought was pretty cool, didn't really know anything about it, Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. So it's kind of similar to Magic, where there's like mana, different spells and stuff, but there's like a 3D environment, and the creatures will actually like fight each other, and there's a little bit more action and strategy to it. So kind of a cool game. And again, $4, but 40% off. So right now we're sitting at like $3.34, somewhere around there, in the hole. Again, we still got a lot of stuff to sell. We're probably about halfway there. Once we get everything sold, we might have like $100 in the hole, or $150. So we're still working towards it, but we're well on our way. And we're back. So we didn't buy anything actually, but we do have some pickups, and we have some money that we gained. So we sold the Wii U gamepad, got $17.60. Sold the Rayman Legends, got $13.87. So now we're at a total of, I believe, $307.49. So doing better. The lot of PS4 games sold, but they haven't paid for it yet. I got the feeling they're not going to pay for it, so we're going to probably have to relist that. So on to the pickups. Now we didn't pay for these. All of this stuff was trade-ins. So these first 2 things I traded in the Fishing Rapala, whatever that game is, and Minecraft to Disc Replay. I saw that they had posted that they had a Super Advantage, and I wanted one of those because I wanted to play my Super Nintendo shmups with a joystick, an arcade stick, and I wanted to play Turtles in Time with it as well. So I got it. Sometimes one of the button sticks, for the shmups it's not a big deal because you don't have to press them repeatedly, because this also has turbo. So that was $7.99. Then Kicks was $6.99, I believe, $5.99. But it added up to 1 penny more than they would have given me. This is Kicks Neo, by the way. 1 penny more than they would have given me for the credit. So literally 2-for-2 trade because they just had extra penny. Then I went to another local store. I traded the Pokemon Coliseum. They said they'd give me 15 cash or 20 credit. And I have been looking for a wired 360 controller because I need it to get my fight stick to work on 360. So I picked one up. Turned out it was a wireless one with a wired adapter, so I was like, okay, well, that should work, but it didn't. So I spent all the credit. I got Fatal Inertia and that controller, but I went back today, brought the controller back, and they're like, yeah, you can, since I go there, they're like, yeah, you can just trade it out for $15 worth of in-store credit. So we got a couple of shmups for the NES. We got Legendary Wings for the NES, Sky Shark for the NES, and then, of course, a classic, Dr. Mario. So I'll clean these up. These were $5 each. So I'll clean them up and add them to the collection. I think I might have some of them because I have like a Taito collection and I have a Capcom collection of games for like the PS2. So I might already have these in some version, but either way, $5, and there's nothing else there that I really wanted. So it kind of worked out. Wish I still had that controller. Would have rather had the cash if it was just for that stuff. But those are things that I've kind of been interested in for a while. Just probably paying a little more than I would have liked to. But in reality, that stuff was like $2 or $3 because that's what I paid for Pokemon Coliseum. So if you look at it that way, it was a good deal. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. Got like $307.49. Still got stuff to sell. We just got to get to it. Alright, we got another quick pickup here. First things first, for $5, we got this. Here's the receipt. This PlayStation Move stuff. It comes with 2 of the Move controllers, one of the Move things with a joystick, and then it has a charging station. I haven't tested it out, but both of the Move controllers turn on and the buttons seem fine, so that should easily get my money back. Again, $5 plus tax. And then, one second. Forgot I had been playing it. And then for $5, 2 more games. NBA 2K18, not really worth a ton, but I mean, for $2.50, why not? And then just to go along with it, Killzone 2, didn't have it, wanted it. Not super excited about it because it's not really worth that much. And it's not probably going to be my favorite game. But all that for $10, easily going to get that back with the Move controllers. Can probably get that back with one of them alone. So, can double my money, get 2 free games, and there we go. So, not sure what the total is off the top of my head, but we're definitely still somewhere in the 300s. So, still haven't sold those PS4 games that I sold to the lot because the person didn't pay. Still have to wait a little bit longer to see if they do pay, otherwise I'll have to relist them. So, that's where we're at right now. And we're back with a bunch of pickups here today. First things first, found something on Facebook. For $10, I got Super Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Country. Already had both of them. This is actually my other copy, or my older copy. For whatever reason, it has like paint or something splattered on it, so I'm going to get rid of that instead of the better version. And then Donkey Kong Country, a little label damage, but $10 for both. Couldn't pass it up. Then I stopped at a pawn shop, not the one that I usually go to, but the one that I'll go to once a month or so, and they almost always have something for me there. So this time they had a bunch of PS2 original Xbox games that they excuse me, didn't have before. So for $2 each, we got Obscure, The Aftermath. Don't know much about it, but $2, not that bad. Silent Hill 2, probably going to sell that one. Star Wars Battlefront 2, going to sell that one as well. And SSX 3, so I can play that on my Xbox One X enhanced. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And those will each $2. And along with that, because I got those ones, they were able to give me a deal on Beautiful Joe, and it even comes with the manual, so it's complete. Originally they were asking 10, I got it for 7, so all of that was $15 plus tax, so I think that figures out to like, what, $16.05. Let's see, then finally I went to GameStop. They have a 4 for 20, so for me it's 4 for 16 because I still have the 20% off. They had a couple good games. I didn't really want to spend the money, but I felt like it was a good time to get these games. First things first, Uncharted 4, been wanting that for a while. Getting that for $4 plus tax, no brainer. SteamWorld Collection for the PS4, another one that I haven't wanted in a long time, but it's been something that's interested me. 2 games for $4 plus tax, not a bad deal. Again, another one I'm looking for a while. I don't know if I really like this game that much. I played the demo, wasn't a huge fan, but again, $4. And finally, one that I just kind of recently got interested in, Victor Vran. So it's supposed to be a pretty decent Diablo-like game, and again, $4, come on. And then last but not least, today's another Facebook find for $10. They were asking 15. They said they'd take 10. They got Mega Man 11 for the PS4. So a lot of new games to play. However, we haven't sold anything else yet, so we are still negative like 371 something. So we got plenty of stuff to sell. Stuff that we bought last week. Still got to sell that 3DS, that PS4 lot, so hopefully we can get rid of that stuff soon, before the end of the month. But that's all we have for now. What's up? We got some more pickups. So first off, for $16.05 with tax, or including tax, it was $16.05. We got Assassin's Creed Origins again, selling that to a friend, $15. And then we got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Think I'm gonna get rid of this. Not sure how. Could keep it. We'll see. And then finally, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 14 for $320, and this goes for 15 to 20 bucks on eBay, so I can probably get around like $12 for it at least. So decent chunk of change right there. And that's it. And we're back with some more pickups. So this first stuff, all this GameCube stuff I got for $10. I'm not going to go through everything in detail. But we got, like, if you can see that, Namco Museum, Mario Party 6 does not have the game, Pokemon Coliseum, Sonic Mega Collection, and then a bunch of like random-y Disney movie tie-in stuff. And then Disco and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus 2. And a GameCube controller. Name brand, decent condition, so all that for $10. However, I received a message from somebody. I bought that off of Facebook. I received a message from some random person saying that it was theirs, and the person who sold it to me was their landlord, and they want their stuff back, and they're willing to pay me whatever for it. So I'm gonna message that person right now, and we're not adding any of that, the money or the stuff to the collection. So I'm gonna contact that guy and get that all figured out. So that was kind of a bummer, but I'm not going to be a jerk. And I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like, well, number one, if it was like, oh, I could make $100 off that, that would be even more of a reason to give it back to the guy. So, but that's not the case. I mean, that stuff's worth a lot more than $10, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. So, then we went to the good old pawn shop. First things I saw there is they had 2K17 and Terraria. Now I'm not going to make much off of those, but GameStop will give me more than what I paid for them. And I feel like this replay will probably give me more than what GameStop would give me. Also, Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. The case is in rough condition. The game's actually in decent condition, and apparently this is like a $20, $25 game. It stood out to me, so I looked it up, and it's decent value. And even disc only is like 20 bucks. So, and then I also picked up Drive Club. The guy who sold this to me said it wasn't very good, but for $5, and with those, everything was like $12.84, I think, with tax. So Not a bad deal. I don't have any racing games because I sold Gran Turismo that I had for the PS4. Kind of wish I didn't. So now I have this in case I want to play any racing games. Not sure if I'll like it, but again, $5, I can probably get my money back. Then finally went to Goodwill. They had a bunch of new Wii games in the case, and they're all $3 each. So I got Super Mario Brothers Wii. I still have that Wii to sell. I'm going to try to sell it with that to my friends, see if they are interested in this, to add another $10 onto it, because this is worth more than $10, but not a lot more than $10, but worth more than $10. So that's what we got. Not sure what our total's at right now, but that stuff just cost us like what, 1604 for that stuff. So not bad when one of those games can get all that money back. So we're doing fine. Got to sell stuff. Haven't sold anything recently, I don't think. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did sell the Assassin's Creed Origins for $15 to my friend. Only other update is I reposted all of the PS4 games that I have. They're sitting right over there. That's why I look there. And they're actually, as of now, and there's still a couple days left, they're actually selling for more than they did previously to the guy that didn't pay it. So it's all going to work out. We're going to get a little bit more money. I think right now it's at like 103 plus shipping. Obviously I don't get all of that, but it's going to be a good amount, and it'll help us dig out real quick. Still got to post a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I can trade stuff into GameStop and my local store and Disc Replay. Gonna try to do a bunch of that tomorrow. We'll see how it pans out, and I'll keep you guys updated later. And we're back. Got another update. We got a lot of stuff to go over right here, so we're gonna get right into it. First things first, we sold some stuff to Disc Replay sometime last week. It was WWE 2K17, I believe, Terraria, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Got $23 for that. Then we traded in, I can't even remember what it was, to a local store. And I got $12 cash. Yeah, $12 cash and Gradius Galaxies. If you can see that. It wasn't the greatest deal, but it was something that I wanted, and I still got essentially all my money back. I think I lost like 14 cents or whatever because of tax. So I basically paid 14 cents for that, essentially. Also, I got one of the games in the mail that I ordered like a couple months ago. Let's see, Stardust Galaxy Warriors. Really fun shmup. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then as I was playing other things, I was like, man, I kind of wish I didn't order that game. But it's actually really awesome. You can customize things, make your own... I mean, you can customize weapons and stuff. You can also customize your own game type. So you can make bullets move faster, slower, more bullets, more enemies, less enemies. You can shoot faster, you can move faster, all sorts of stuff like that. So that was really cool because, it's built for how it was created, but you can kind of make different modes where it's like more bullet hell, things like that. That was something that I did, had a lot of fun with it. And then finally, I gotta pull up this list here. Yesterday I woke up, saw a post from Disc Replay. They had Threads of Fate, I believe it's called, for the PlayStation, and it was like $10 less than what it would be buying it online. So I got up, got ready, went straight there, and I brought a bunch of stuff to trade in. So I traded in, here's the list: Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, SpongeBob Hero Pants, Farming Simulator, Zoo Tycoon, Rayman Legends, Sims 3, and Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, and I got $69.65 in credit for those 7 games, and I bought 6 games with it. So, and I had to pay like $306 after it. So first thing, like I said, here it is, Threads of Fate. They had it for $13, and I also had a 20% off, and then they have their regular buy 5 gets the 6th one free. So I got this for 20% off. I got Final Fantasy 9. This is like one of the only ones that I didn't have. It was $6. That was the cheapest one I got, so this one was free. I also, continue looking through the PS1 games, and they had this game called Devil Dice. I hadn't heard of it, but it looked like a really interesting puzzle game. When I put it in, it took me a while to like get through one game, so I was playing it for a while, just the one like endless mode. They got a bunch of different modes, puzzle modes and stuff. It's really interesting. Really difficult because you have to like figure out how the dice are going to roll, because what you do is you roll over the dice and try to match the numbers together. So if it's a 6, you have to have 6 of them. If it's a 3, you have to have at least 3, and so on and so forth. So it's really interesting, simple idea, but really difficult just because of the way you have to think about it, because you're like rolling around dice. It's not something that you would normally think about. So that was a good game. Again, that one was $8. So, and then the final, this was one that I was super pumped to see. I didn't even really want this game, but it was a really good deal, and when I started playing it, I really enjoyed it. And I've only played one other game in the series, but Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Now the cover part of it was broken, so I replaced it with an extra one that I had. But this was $36.99, so I got it for a little bit under $30 plus tax. So that's an amazing deal, because this goes for, when it's just disc only, it's like $40. So, and it's in pretty good condition, so it's probably worth double what I paid for it. So that was pretty awesome. Next up, I was looking through the 360 games and found Dreamcast Collection. I did not have this. I also didn't have any of the games that it includes. So I was like, what a better way to get Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi. Those are the ones I'm really interested in. Space Channel 5 and Sega Bass Fishing. It's whatever. I'll probably play them. I played a little bit of Crazy Taxi. Love the soundtrack in that. And then finally, the last one that I decided on, because it was a decent price. I was getting it 20% off, and I wanted to get one for free, one of the games for free. Kid Icarus Uprising. It's supposed to be a good game. Controls, not so much. So we'll see if I like it. It'll probably be a while until I play it, but it's one that I've been wanting for a while, and I don't think it's going to go down in price too much. So that's what we got. So I'm not exactly sure what our total is. We made like, it cost us like $306, and we made like $35. So you can do the math, but the math will be on the screen right here somewhere. Actually, it probably was before I said that. So it's been a long update. That's what we got for now. Might be one more final one. We will see. Actually, quick. So again, the PS4 games, somebody didn't want to pay, so they made a new account and bid on it. And they're not going to pay. So I might be able to sell that to the other person that seemed interested in it, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know later. Alright, we got our final update. We got 2 things to show, so let's get to it. I believe, yeah, I got these at Goodwill. They're about $2.50 each. Okay, there's a long hair on one of them. So we got Xbox One wired controller, $2.50. Everything seems fine on this one, unlike the last one that I got. It's just missing the end cable. So I can trade that into GameStop for a couple bucks profit. And then I picked up this. I still haven't cleaned it, but I have tested it out. It does come with the dongle, not a matching one. Again, $2.50, and I actually needed one of these because it's a wired controller, so it works with my fight stick, so I can play all those games, not all those games, I can play 360 games with my fight stick because I have this now, because for whatever reason it doesn't work any other way. So those together, that was like -533, I think. And now our total is like -355, somewhere around there. So not much has changed. But as I say every month, we have a lot of stuff to sell. Again, PS4 games to sell. I have that 3DS to sell. I have a bunch of games, a bunch of controllers to sell, as we just saw. And I don't, the last time I checked, like a week or two ago, GameStop still wasn't taking in my stuff for trades, so either I was a couple days off, or it's a 6-month trade hold, which is going to suck, so that means we have 3 more months to go. But that's where we're at right now. I mean, we'll still get out of the hole. It'll just take us a while, because I've been lazy about selling things. I haven't sold much. Oh, did forget one thing. We're at negative 355 because we got $10 extra from the GameCube stuff. The guy finally talked to me, picked his stuff up. He had 2 20s. He offered me 30 for it, and I was just going to take the 10, so I broke even. And I didn't have any way of giving him change, so he just gave me 20. So technically, I made 10 bucks for giving him his games back, which I guess is fair. So that's why it's not negative 365. And hopefully I got those numbers right. If not, they're going to be different on the screen. But that's what we got. So stay tuned till next time.